Welcome to the longest DIY project of my life. Last year, a content creator I've been following posted this bed frame for sale, and I jumped on the opportunity to get it because ever since she first shared it, I knew I wanted this in my house. But I have no idea what possessed me to want to strip the entire dang thing. When I tell you this project quickly went from a labor of love to a labor of hate, I mean it. It was originally a cream colored bed frame that was painted blue in certain areas, so I thought, why not strip it down to bare wood? Well, I'll tell you why not, and that is because it is an absolute pain to do so, especially when it comes to those little details that I had to use a hand Dremel on. Not just for days, not just for weeks, but for months. Here's how the footboard was looking after it was fully stripped, and then my woodworker husband told me that the wood was actually kind of which is probably why the company painted it to begin with. But I refused to quit, and he kept helping me. I painted the rattan one color, I had to use a tiny paintbrush to get into this little area, and then here's how the headboard was looking. So now that most of the paint was gone, it was time to start staining. We found this dark stain in the basement, so we tested it out in a couple of areas, didn't mind how it looked, so we thought, waste not, want not, and we went for it. We got into all the little nooks and crannies, and then we found a pretty good routine with a paintbrush so that the stain wouldn't go on too dark. The hard part with this bed frame is that there's a lot of different woods being used in it, so the stain was being absorbed differently in pretty much every area of the frame. But it kind of felt too late to stop, so we just kept going, and then guess what? I freaking hated it. At this point, painting it was sounding pretty good. But stick with me, people, because my husband went back outside at 9 o'clock at night, used acetone and sandpaper, and got it to a color that I actually love. Now, at last, here is the final reveal. Even though this project was so tedious and it took way longer than I expected, it was well worth it in the end. Even the details turned out incredible, and I'm so happy that we didn't give in and paint it. After literal months of sleeping on our mattress on the floor, this was such a welcome addition to our bedroom, and it truly looks beautiful from every angle. Here's a 0.5 view so you can see both the headboard and the footboard at the same time, but just trust me, it looks even better in person. So I guess it is true that all's well that ends well, even in DIY projects.